Hello everyone, welcome back to Fox Ridge Philately, episode 12. It is Tuesday, November the 26th. Overcast day today outside on the east coast of Canada. We've had a hint of sun, but that seems to have disappeared again, but right now it is dry outside at least. We've had a lot of gloomy, typical kind of November weather here. A lot of us are really kind of clamoring for a bit of that sunshine to boost us a little bit. We might get some in the next couple of days. It's been a little while since I posted a video, and if you've been following along on Instagram or Facebook or previous posts that I had just briefly giving you an update, you know that I've been away. I've been traveling. My partner and I spent 2 weeks in southeastern Europe. We flew into Vienna, Austria, and then overland we went to Budapest and did a river cruise with AMA Waterways on the Danube. And so spent a week traveling on the Danube River, the stops along the way, through Hungary, Croatia, Serbia, Bulgaria, and finish in Romania, and spent 4 nights on land in Romania. It was a spectacular 2 weeks, very unique. Learned a lot, saw some incredible history, wonderful sights, got to walk in places and be in places I didn't think a few years ago I'd ever get the opportunity to see or visit. So it was really a memorable experience for both of us. We're back now, I'm just kind of getting back in the swing of things and getting into our routines. And I thought for this episode I'd quickly show you just some of the items I picked up in Romania mainly. I picked up a few stamps in Bulgaria at a souvenir shop, but where we were and the places we were, it was kind of difficult to find post office or stamps and so on. But I was able to pick up some of those things in Romania. So I'll show you that, and I hope you enjoy it. And just hang on tight. I'll change things around and show you a few of those items. Okay, and as I was saying, we spent 4 nights in Romania after we'd cruised the Danube for a week. The Danube was incredible. Each of the countries and each of the stops were unique and memorable in their own way. But I would say for both of us, the highlight would have been Romania. Romania is a beautiful country. And the whole region, Romania and the other surrounding areas, I think is rather underappreciated. Western Europe tends to be the place people think of and go to, and I still hope to and plan to visit there someday. But I wanted to do something a little more unique. So that's why we ended up where we did. And it certainly was that. And said Romania, beautiful. The southern portion of it is quite flat, a very, very rich, dark soil. Wonderful, wonderful people. And we spent 2 nights, well, we went a little farther north. We spent 2 nights in Brașov and then 2 nights in Bucharest before we flew home. So I'll just quickly give you the highlights here in terms of stamps and philately, what I came across. And these are nothing of any great value, of course, but they're just fun to buy. I actually bought these in a souvenir shop in Bucharest, Old Town Bucharest. And I think I probably have these already. And you can see they're CTOs, they're canceled to order, but being able to buy them in Bucharest I thought was just kind of fun. And these are representing the fairy tales of Romania, some of the fairy tales. My partner actually picked up a book in the most gorgeous bookstore that I've ever seen and been in, just down the street from the souvenir shop. And the book she picked up is Romanian fairy tales, and it's written in Romanian and English as well as in French. So this would be a nice companion to the book. You can see here the back, and that's 10 in European currencies, not European currency, Romanian currencies. That'd be 10 lei, and that's about 1 lei is about 30 cents Canadian. So that would be about $3. So yes, overpriced, of course. Didn't really care, and it's only $3, so no big deal. And same as a couple of these others too. I just bought them because of the location more than anything else. I was quite excited in a souvenir shop to see some stamps. These ones piqued my interest, and I do collect foxes on stamps, so it's a nice one there to add to my topical collection. And a few others. Just for fun, an envelope. There was a post office that was about a 5-minute walk away from the hotel where we were staying. Just outside of Old Town Bucharest was a post office. So I picked up some current stamps there, and I'll show you those. And this was the envelope that the lady put them in for me. Her English was very weak, and my Romanian is non-existent, but we're able to communicate, and she could understand what I was looking for through points and pointing at things and some basic English. So here are some current stamps I picked up in that post office. And these ones are for international postage. At least I hope I understood her correctly, because I put 2 of these on postcards to send back to some philatelic friends at home. You see, represents the Paris Olympics. And others that I picked up there, I haven't done any research into them at all. I just took one of everything that she was able to show me. And right now I've just got them in the stock book. Excuse me for a second as I flip through the stock book. I really like this one. Chess is a wonderful game. I used to play it a lot as a kid. Haven't played it much as an adult, but I could certainly see myself enjoying it if I ever get back into it. And there are a lot of really nice chess on stamps out there. And I think I did briefly look up this gentleman. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. And I think he was an inventor, if I've got that correct. And then just a couple of others quickly. Also purchased in that post office. Stamp here looks like a parakeet, and it's got an Australian map on it. Let's see if we can get that to focus a little bit. And then some pottery there too. So currently available in Romanian post offices. What else here can I show you? I think those are it for picking up in the post office itself. I'll show you a few. You can see the corner of my stock book there as I pull a few things out of it. A few of these, and these I picked up in at Pelish Castle. Pelish Castle, which is, yep, that one right there. We visited, and it's in, there are 4 provinces in Romania: Wallachia and Transylvania, Moldavia, and a 4th one, can't remember it off the top of my head. And Pelish Castle is just pretty much on the border between Wallachia and Transylvania in the Carpathian Mountains. And this castle was built and completed in 1914, I think from 1878 to 1914 for King Carl I. And then he passed away in 1914, so he didn't really get to enjoy his castle very much, but beautiful castle and beautiful grounds to wander around in. So these stamps, a set of 4, and we didn't visit these other 4 castles, I picked up there at the souvenir shop. Again, I was just excited to see some stamps there. Probably paid more for them than I should have. But it wasn't a terrible expense per se. And one other set here. I picked this up as well, and there are sheets and others that go along with this series that are available in that same shop at Pelish Castle. Pelish Castle, I should say, it's just outside of the town of Sinaia. I think that's how it's pronounced, which reminded me of almost like a ski resort town you might find in Vermont or New Hampshire. Nice restaurants and a few nice shops there and coffee shops and so on. We had lunch there. We're on our way to, I guess, Brasov that day, to stay in Brasov that night. So Pelish Castle was just outside. We had the guided tour of that. I did look up who this gentleman was, and he was a prime minister of Romania. Excuse me for a moment. Yeah, 1873 to 1953. He was a lawyer and politician, leader of the National Party of Transylvania and Banat. There, that's the other province, if I'm saying that correctly, before and after World War I. And he was rather a key figure in the union of Transylvania into Romania itself, the country of Romania that we know today. And he was a prime minister from 1928 to 1933, when the communist authorities took over the country after World War II. He was arrested and put in prison. He died in prison 6 years after that in 1953. Okay. Just another moment here. Just bear with me. Move a couple of things. And where did I pick this up? I may have picked this up at the same spot, perhaps in Pelish Castle too. I'm trying to remember where else I was. I got a few of these. Nah, this might have been in the souvenir shop, actually, in Bucharest. And World Philatelic Exhibition was held in Bucharest. You can see the dates there, June 2008. Canceled to order. I don't care. It's just fun to buy stamps in a country, to me, which is pretty cool and amazing, like Romania. And another one here, nice souvenir sheet, and 150th anniversary of the Union of Romania, I think is how it was described. Unification of Romanian principalities, issued in January 2009, Scott number 5085, if you want to look it up. And I do collect maps on stamps, so that'll be a nice addition as well. Somehow I ended up with two of these. So there's one, the other one's exactly the same. Canceled to order again. And it's coats of arms of the 4 provinces of Romania, Transylvania, Wallachia, Moldovia, pronouncing that correctly, hope, and Banat. And you can see here the Austrian Habsburg, Austro-Hungary, sorry, get my words right, Austro-Hungarian Empire connection and influence, or the Habsburg influence, if you will, the German influence in a number of these coats of arms. Kind of cool. Oh, the castles, if you want to look them up, Scott number 5059 to 5062, just an FYI for you. And I also, one of our stops, of course, was Dracula's castle. And it was really, really interesting to hear the accurate story of Vlad the Impaler, as he's known, or Vlad Telish, if I got that right. I'd have to look up my information again, that we know as Dracula. He was a member of the Order of Dragon, which, if that's altered a little bit, you can see how Dracula comes out of Dracul and then Dracula from there. And Bran Castle was the inspiration for the story of Dracula. Bram Stoker, who's Irish, the author who wrote Dracula, never actually visited Romania, but he used this castle in the medieval stories around the land and the peoples and beliefs and spirituality and so on of that time to come up with the story of Dracula. Vlad the Impaler was not a nice person. No, this is true. But he also, of course, didn't suck blood. His grandfather lived and ruled from this castle. Vlad never did from this castle. He probably visited as a young lad. We did get to visit the home in which he was born. It's in Sighișoara, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which was stunning. And it still stands to this day. Many of the buildings there in Sighișoara are from the 1300s. And these are really cool. I got that postcard in Bran Castle. So, there is a souvenir shop kind of just up in the back here somewhere. And these postcards also I got in that souvenir shop. Of course, they've got a philatelic theme, so I had to pick those up. Fun postcards. There's 3 here. It's Bran Castle, 1211, Post Office, Romania. And then the back. Didn't use them to mail, though they would have been probably fun for some philatelic friends to get in the mail, and perhaps if I thought of that, I would have done that, but I just wanted them as keepsakes for myself. So some of the Romanian stuff there. And the only other stamps I was able to pick up were a small handful from Bulgaria. Our boat had docked at the city of Vidin, or Vidin, V-I-D-I-N, in Bulgaria, and we had a tour of the city, guided tour. Large town, small city, not sure how you refer to it. And we had a guided tour of the Baba Vida Fortress, which was really, really cool, just as part of the town there too. And then souvenir shop, I bought a couple postcards, and I asked if they had any stamps, because she said we could mail them for you. I said, "Do you have stamps?" And she said, "Well, yes." So I have no idea what these stamps are, other than they are mushrooms, and looks like maybe some inventions, hard to say, and a butterfly of Bulgaria. So what they represent, other than that, not too sure. They'd be current, presumably Bulgarian currency. They are issues that they are in. You can see the Bulgarian currency there too. So they would require some more research. Unfortunately, this one got torn there a little bit in the top left. But That's all right. Again, just more about the fun than anything else. And I can't remember the conversion here for Bulgarian currency to Canadian. This would probably be my favorite of the ones there. Don't even know what it shows, but I do like the architecture of that. So those were my philatelic pickups. And if you were able to follow me along in Facebook or Instagram as Foxridge Philately, you would have seen post boxes that I posted along the way. So as I saw any in any town or city that we're at, I would take a picture of the post box and just give you an idea of what they're like. And that was kind of cool and kind of fun. Some people like to do, actually there's one lady on the cruise ship, she likes to try to take pictures of clotheslines and clothes hanging, which I thought was a great idea. I like doors and windows, and I also like post boxes. Give you a sense. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to go that area of the world, highly recommend it. People are wonderful. Scenery and history is amazing. Like if you're into history and culture, it's like Disney World for somebody like me. It's fabulous. There's too much to take in, really. I did pick up a couple of books on Romania. One on the actual real story of Vlad, which I'm looking forward to reading, and another one on Romanian history in general. Hopefully I can add a little more to my knowledge. And isn't that really what we do this hobby, all of it for me? One of the main reasons I do this hobby is I love to learn from it. Coat of arms, that might make a nice topical. I have too many things that I enjoy to collect, but a coat of arms topical could be a lot of fun too. Hope you're enjoying your stamps and enjoying your hobby. And I'll get back to hopefully some regular posting sometime soon. And I'll go through some more of my collection. Take good care, stay safe. Here are a few images that I took on our trip to Romania, a couple of the books that I'd purchased, and the book of Romanian fairy tales my partner had picked up, and then a few images of Bran Castle. Bran Castle, of course, being inspiration for Dracula and the Dracula story that Bram Stoker put together, and a couple here in black and white. I like the shadow and how the shadow of the trees played against the side of the castle, and then some of the staircases inside, and then we walk through this spooky, scary tunnel, the secret passage. And here's an image of Vlad the Impaler himself. Scary looking dude. Hope you enjoyed. Talk to you soon.